All right, good afternoon, ladies. What's your name, department, and level?
My name is Suma for Veronica Ogochukwu. I'm in pure industrial chemistry. I'm in my final year.
Wow, nice to meet you. What about you?
Okay, my name is Ebefe Chinechirim. I pure and industrial chemistry 400 level.
Okay, fine.
That is final year actually.
Wow, that is really nice. So can you guys tell me what pure and industrial chemistry is all about as a course in the university?
Okay, pure industrial chemistry, just like the name it tells, it's like where you have two branches of chemistry, pure chemistry and industrial chemistry, kind of merged together as a study. So the pure chemistry there talks more about, or it focuses more on the theoretical aspects of chemistry, when it has to do with acquiring knowledge. Then the industrial chemistry focuses more on the practical aspects of chemistry.
Okay. So how many years is this course here at the university?
Okay, for now it's 4 years, but with the plans of the department, they want to increase it to 5 years in order to add IT, so that students can be going to IT.
Okay.
In 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did you decide to study pure and industrial chemistry?
I'll be truthful.
Okay.
When I wanted to enter this university, as they say, University of Nigeria, the hype that only university in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to study chemical engineering, but this school was not doing chemical engineering. So they say that the pure and industrial chemistry is actually chemical engineering. They are doing basically everything chemical engineering are doing. So I decided to apply for pure and industrial chemistry. Yeah.
So you're in final year, right? Okay. So from your first year till now, how has the courses been like? How challenging is this course?
Okay, if I'm being honest, I will not really say it's an easy one. I will not say it's an easy one because there's a lot of rules in our department, mostly based on where some of our courses are prerequisites. Okay. So when you fail them, like let me say for example, in our first year, we had our first semester, we had Chem 101.
Okay.
So going to our 200 level, we do a continuation of the course, Chem 201. So unfortunately, if you fail Chem 101, you will not be able to write Chem 201. So that's kind of an extra year. Not even carry over, extra year.
Wow.
So that's quite challenging. And with that, some of us have tried our best to not fail the course at all.
Okay.
So aside that, other courses are quite relatable, but being honest, they are quite challenging as well.
Okay. Let me quickly ask, since the course is pure and industrial chemistry, is this just all about chemistry or it entails physics, mathematics, and other science subjects?
We brought a lot of courses. Honestly, it's not really just about chemistry. I feel like in a way we are versatile. We borrowed physics courses. At some point, even in our final year, we borrowed a mechanical engineering course that we offered. In our second year, we borrowed a foreign language course. I offered German. My friend she offered French. Wow. So we're kind of, versatile. So yeah, that's just.
So, but you still remember any of the German languages?
The basics, lost one.
So you can still speak French. Okay, so pure and industrial chemistry, it means you have to be very good in chemistry, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to have a good foundation in chemistry.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I want to ask if for a student that did not get a very good foundation in secondary school, if it's possible to do well in this course.
Yes, I would say it will be possible, but it has to take the person's determination to do extra work.
Okay.
Because this, you have to go back, work on your background, then start building from there. Yeah, it will work, but you'll be willing to do extra work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you engaged in any, apart from academics, are you engaged in other things? Like extracurricular activities, a side hustle?
Yeah, not really side hustle, but I have extracurricular activities. Okay. Mostly in church. I'm a member of the choir.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Because the reason why I'm asking is I want to see if it's possible to combine a business, a activity like your church with your course? Like, what relationship? How possible is it?
I feel like this depends on the person. Just like she said, determination is also here, and even discipline. And it also depends on the person. If you're somebody that can handle different things at the same time, you can handle it. But if you're somebody that you have to take your time to do some things, then you don't really have to juggle a lot of things to be able to study pure industrial chemistry.
Okay, I get you. So have you had any challenging experience, like from your first year to now? What level would you say is the most difficult, and maybe any challenging experience?
I would say that my first year was the most difficult. Reason being that I came into school very naive, not knowing my left, right, and center, not knowing where to start from, and I resumed late. So it's actually affected my results in the first year. So that's basically my worst year for me. Then my best year, in terms of academics, it's actually 400 level, because now I got to understand the ways they set their exams, how they want you to answer their questions, and all. Because it's not all about just knowing the course. You have to know your lecturers. It's necessary you study your lecturers, because that's the only way you can do very well. Even though you know some chemistry, you have to know your lecturers so as to answer their exams, their questions correctly. So this 400 level has been my best year. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. So since we are still talking about academics, what has been your study strategy, for you to really be able to pass the exam? Because for you to be in final year, it means something.
My study strategy, mostly, just like she said, always be in class to be able to know how your lecturers, like whenever you're in class, you understand the things that the lecturer will ponder on more, and someday you would know where to focus on for the exams, to prepare well for the exams. Then aside that, it's also left on you to go deep, make your research and find more, so that you'll be able to understand the course. Because one thing about chemistry is, if you don't really understand how some equations are, you just have to just cram them. So if you know how this thing is starting and what the end will be like, you will know how to manipulate your ways till the end. So that's just...
It's just about having a proper understanding of
the basic reactions for some equations and all of that. Yes.
So what about you? Do you used to go for, add what you want to say?
To add to what she has said, you have to start reading early. That's the truth. Read early. Even if you don't understand the concept while reading, maybe before the class or before full resumption, when you come to class, you understand faster than people that did not read before attending the class, and it will help you to move faster. So I recommend read before going to class, read after class. Yes, I recommend that. These are the strategies you use, and attend class. Very necessary in chemistry department. You might not attend class in other departments and still pass. But in chemistry department, you have to attend class for you to make a good grade. Yeah, because it's when you're in class that you actually know what the lecturer wants you to write for her. Yes. Okay, let me just use for an example. Maybe the lecturer asks you what is a mole. You can tell yourself, okay, I don't know what a mole is now from different textbooks. But this lecturer might just tell you, okay, this is what I want you to write. This is the basic thing. If I not see it in your answer, you're going to fail. So, and if you're not in class, you're not going to get that idea. So it's necessary you be in class, read before coming to class, read after class, and don't cram. Try to like chemistry. Try to love chemistry. So that's the only way I think you can do well.
Interesting, because this thing just made me remember when I was in first year, my Chem 101. I used to go to class, but in class, the lecturer was just like, know this, know that. So those that will not come for the class, will go and read the whole material, and nothing will come out. It's just that particular thing. The lecturer will say, know this, and comes out. So it makes it all about ninth class. You guys don't go for night classes.
I don't know. Night class don't work for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't work for me. I prefer being in my lodge. I sleep early at times, wake up in the night and read. And when I feel tired, I sleep back. Yeah, because I don't know for other persons, but when I'm tired and I'm feeling sleepy, I don't used to get anything. I will not achieve sleeping and I will not achieve reading. So I don't want to lose in both sides. I usually sleep well, then wake up to read.
Okay.
But if night class works for you, go. Yeah.
So does it work for you, night class?
I can do all night in my house,
Okay.
but not necessarily going out.
At the class, so
Yes.
so just about understanding what works for you.
Yes, exactly.
So how lucrative is this course? What are the opportunities that are valuable after graduation?
Well, if I'm being honest, there are a lot of opportunities in chemistry. But chemistry is like everywhere, even in courts, you can find chemistry. When it comes to criminal cases that has to do with drugs,
Okay.
it's only a chemistry that can be able to identify which drug, if this drug is really illegal or not illegal, stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's versatile, it's almost everywhere. Just that, you know how Nigeria take me now. So mostly, I feel like where you will see more opportunities is outside.
Outside the country.
Based on how our country is right now, it's mostly outside. Yeah. So
Yeah, I understand. You want to add something?
Okay, I would say that chemistry is a very good course and it's very versatile. But for me, this generation of tech, if you are able to add tech knowledge to chemistry, you actually go wide.
Wow, impressive.
Because of recent, I got to understand that you can actually introduce AI and machine learning to chemistry. Yeah, because of recent, they started producing drug. As a chemist, we necessarily introduce new compounds. Actually, we are working on that in my project. We make a new compound that can be used for drug design. And in our last seminar, somebody actually worked on drug design, where the person understood that you can actually use AI to make your work easier. And if you are able and versatile in AI, you can actually create algorithm that can help you as a chemist, and it to just be your algorithm, chemistry algorithm. So if someone can actually combine AI, machine learning to chemistry,
Yes.
I think something that can actually go wide.
That is very, very interesting. My next question is, what advice do you have for someone that wants to study pure and industrial chemistry? In some schools, it's pure chemistry. Some schools, it's pure and industrial chemistry. But a school like UNN is pure and industrial chemistry. So, the students have gotten admission for this course. What advice would you give to that person?
okay, from my perspective, my advice would be if you want to study pure industrial chemistry in UNN, because I don't know about other schools, you have to attend classes.
Okay.
Like our lecturer will always say, if you attend classes, it's sure that you are going to pass.
Yes.
If you attend classes and listen to the lecturer, you surely pass. Just like pass, but if you want to do more, that's still left to you. Attend classes so that you have a basic knowledge before you can get the extras. Then others is try to read more on that particular course
Okay.
that was handled that day. Read more on that course. Prepare for your exam even before the time comes.
Yeah.
Prepare for your exam before the time comes so that in an exam day you don't need to you get that kind of thing. So that's
You start reading here and they will fall sick and everything. Okay. Do you want to add anything to this? Or
I would say that, are you coming to study industrial chemistry for the money? If it's for the money and maybe you want a quick money, I'll say that you might not get a quick money as you think. But if you are very good, and that's why I'm saying that you should be somebody that will be able to combine tech and chemistry, because the world is going versatile, and be able to start putting yourself out there. Yeah, start putting what you can do out there. Actually, you can actually start building your LinkedIn. Please that you are a researcher. Yeah, because my supervisor was telling us that he was able to leave the country and do his PhD in 2 months. Something that would have taken him like 2 years to do in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because he was able to make research, look for people that need his work. That's the topic he was working on.
Yes.
Needs it outside the country, send them an email telling them that he's working on this particular topic and he can actually offer them a help for them to complete it. They actually saw his email and asked him to come over. They sponsored everything. So if you are the type that says the internet does not matter, you can actually just be here, finish, and just be carry far all about.
Yeah.
So my advice is that if you are coming to study industrial chemistry, be prepared for the shege.
Okay, first,
prepare for the shege because it's not easy. At the same time, be wide, be versatile, so that you not just finish the study and people will be like, is he not a graduate and he's not doing anything?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you describe the typical day of an industrial chemistry or pure and industrial chemistry student? Like, when do you come for your lectures? When do you go home? Do you guys come for lectures every day, on weekends? Like, what is your day like as a student in this department?
Okay, for me, personally, my day is always filled up. Like most times, I prepare as early as 8 a.m.
Okay.
and I'll be going back home around 9 p.m. based on my other activities. Yes, so just like I said, we prepare as early as 8 and start coming to classes. Because most times you might come to class and you feel like if the class is by 9, you can come by 9:10. As you are coming, the door is locked already and you cannot enter. Even during afternoon hours, if you don't enter the class before the lecturer does, you will not be able. Yes.
Oh.
You will not be able to enter the classes. So, as for me, pure industrial chemistry students, my day is always filled up. Like we hardly have
Free time
for ourselves. Even on weekends, there are lecturers, there are fixed classes exactly. So we don't really have time for ourselves. So to say, we don't really have time for ourselves.
Okay, so what would you describe a typical day like?
I'll say it's filled with chemistry. A day filled up with chemistry. Yeah, it come out very early for people that like coming out. Okay, actually it's me. Me, I used to wake up very early, prepare, at most be here by 8 a.m.
Okay.
At times go back 7 p.m.
Okay, plus other activities.
No, in this class, in this department, industrial chemistry, go back 7 p.m. But that I would say most of the times is not because of the lectures. Okay. It's because of my lecturer, supervisor that would like me to do something. But generally, there are times lectures do end by 5 p.m., 4 p.m., and we do have classes during weekend. Yeah, intense class. When I mean intense, at times from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., 3 p.m. and all on Saturdays. So it's always very hectic.
Wow. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys, and we wish you guys success in your exams and in your future endeavors. All right, thank you very much.
Mm.
Thanks.